Stop. Yes, stop right now. What I'm about to share isn't just another motivational speech or feel-good video about manifestation. This is a warning. You didn't land here by accident. The universe led you here because it's time. Time to break the cycle that's been keeping you stuck. You might think this is just a coincidence, but it's not. This message was placed in your path because you've reached a point where simply wishing isn't enough anymore. Thoth, the guardian of ancient hidden wisdom, left behind a secret, one that's been buried for centuries, a secret you were never taught. And no, it's not about positive thinking or repeating affirmations in the mirror. The real power of manifestation isn't about what you say. It's about what the universe is already activating inside you, even if you're not aware of it yet. So listen closely. This video isn't for everyone. It's for those who feel something greater vibrating in their chest. For those who know deep down they're living a reduced version of who they really are. Here's the truth. If you stay with me until the end, I'll reveal the hidden portal Thoth left behind. A passage reserved for those ready not just to chase personal dreams, but to shape destiny, reality, and consciousness itself. The game has changed. You're not here to hear stories. You're here to awaken. So make your choice now. Close this video and return to the familiar. Or follow me into something few are prepared to access. Are you ready? Because the portal is already opening, and it won't wait twice. You were probably taught that manifesting is like making a wish, saying a prayer, focusing hard, and waiting for some external force to respond, like a cosmic customer service desk. But here's the first shock. While you're busy trying to manifest something, you are being manifested. Yes, you are both the creator and the creation. And that changes everything. The ancient Hermetic teachings, especially those in the emerald tablets attributed to Thoth, have said this for ages. You are not only shaping reality, you are being shaped by it. Every breath, every moment, every joy and heartbreak is part of a larger vibrational intelligence that's sculpting your life, often in ways you can't understand yet. And here's the unsettling part. Sometimes what you want simply doesn't happen because that greater force is guiding you somewhere else. It's like trying to dam a river with your bare hands, while the river carves its own path with unstoppable force. No matter how hard you resist, its current will find a way. The universe works like that. It's constantly shaping you, leading you through experiences that don't always make sense right away. This is where the real conflict begins. What happens when your desires go one way, but the universe flows in another? This is the crossroads where most people give up. They think manifestation doesn't work. They feel powerless, frustrated, even betrayed. But that's only because they haven't yet understood the deeper mechanics of what's at play. Thoth taught that wanting alone is not enough. There's a larger field, a higher movement, that must be recognized. You are not separate. You are not acting alone. You exist within a vast vibrational network that's constantly influencing you. The real secret is this: manifestation isn't a one-way request. It's a dialogue with the universe. And like any dialogue, it has tension. It involves negotiation, timing, preparation. As you move toward your dream, the universe moves towards you, shaping you to fit what you've asked for. It's an invisible tug of war. Your conscious desires pulling one way, the deeper energy currents pulling another. If you don't recognize this dance, you'll spend your life trying to force open doors that were never meant to open, at least not yet. And this exact place of tension is where the true hermetic secret begins to reveal itself, because Thoth didn't leave you helpless. There is a hidden key, a vibrational mechanism passed down by the ancients, a way to end the inner conflict, align your energy, and truly enter the flow that's trying to carry you toward your highest path. We're going to explore that key next, the one that unlocks manifestation not just from your perspective, but from the deeper purpose that called you here in the first place. You'll realize something essential. Understanding the invisible tug of war isn't enough. You have to go deeper, because manifestation happens inside a much more intricate structure, your personal magnetic field. That's right, the signal you emit without even realizing it, the non-verbal pulse behind your words, thoughts, and actions. That's what actually shapes your reality. You can repeat affirmations all day. You can fill vision boards with your dreams. But if your emotional foundation is misaligned, if it's full of fear, doubt, resentment, or numbness, that's the frequency the universe responds to. Not because it's punishing you, but because that's what you're actually broadcasting. Your emotional body, that deep, instinctive part of you, is the true magnet. It sends signals that go far beyond your words. And here's the twist. The parts of yourself you try to ignore, the fears, the wounds, the anger, they don't disappear. They hide in your field, sending signals you're not even aware of, blocking, attracting, shaping your path. And here is the wisdom hidden behind the universe's most painful strategies. The very things you avoid are often used as mirrors, challenges, tests, not to punish you, but to activate you. This is the moment when most get lost, when life falls apart and nothing makes sense. The question arises, if I didn't ask for this, why is it happening to me? The heartbreak, the betrayal, the financial collapse, the illness, the loss. It's not punishment. It's not bad luck. It's not the universe failing you. It's the realignment process in motion. Thoth taught that unresolved energies, the parts of yourself you've buried, don't vanish. They remain in your field. And the universe, which always seeks coherence, brings them to the surface by projecting them into your life, so you can face and transform them. Every block is a message. Every breakdown is an invitation. Every loss is a secret code, but few are ready to decode them because it requires courage. It requires facing the very emotions you've spent a lifetime trying to hide. And yet, that is exactly where the path opens. When you stop trying to escape your shadow and start listening to what it's trying to teach you. We often look for someone or something to blame: the other person, the system, bad luck, or our past. But the true spiritual seeker, the one who has grasped the essence of the deeper teachings, asks a far more powerful question. What is this trying to teach me? What part of me is asking to be seen, healed, or transformed so that I can realign with the frequency I truly wish to live in? Here's the uncomfortable truth. The pain you refuse to face is the very pain that runs your life. The wound you never tend to is the force shaping your actions. The pattern you fail to acknowledge is the one that keeps looping, keeping you trapped. And the universe knows this. That's why it doesn't just hand you everything you ask for. It gives you what you need to evolve, awaken, and break free. It will confront you with everything you've tried to ignore, everything you've buried, everything you've attempted to hide beneath the vibrational surface. That's when you begin to understand. Manifestation is not a childish wish list to the cosmos. It's a profound process of energetic alignment. Every hidden emotion has a cost. Every unhealed part becomes a mirror in your life. But there is a far more empowering path. And in the next phase of this journey, you'll discover what changes when you stop running from discomfort and start interpreting it as intelligent, necessary, and sacred pieces of the manifestation puzzle. This is the shift from unconscious reaction to full presence. It is the hidden doorway to awakened living. Everything begins to transform the moment you stop operating on autopilot, when you stop reacting blindly to life's challenges and instead meet them from a state of awareness. This is pure consciousness. This is the true turning point, the moment you stop being a puppet of emotion and start becoming the master of your reality. Thoth understood this. As long as we remain caught in reflexive patterns, we're not free. We're bound to circumstance. Fear appears, and we panic. Anger rises, and we lash out. Doubt comes, and we collapse. It's as if invisible strings control us. But there's a gap, a brief but potent pause between stimulus and response. That space is the birthplace of true freedom. That is where consciousness lives. That's where you choose rather than simply react. And that's precisely why so few people cross this inner threshold. Because once you awaken, you become responsible. You can no longer point fingers. You can no longer cling to the victim identity. Awakening means accepting that even the parts of your life that are painful or unexpected are still of your own making. At this level, you begin to see that what you once called misfortune was, in fact, a disguised initiation. What you called an obstacle was actually a realignment. What you expected the universe to do for you, you now realize it's been waiting for you to initiate. And here lies one of the greatest secrets. When you act from pure consciousness, you don't just respond to the world, you start reshaping it. You begin to rewire the very energetic field around you. But be warned, this is where a subtle trap appears. Even after awakening, the old patterns will try to pull you back. Those outdated beliefs, ingrained habits, and unresolved emotional memories won't vanish overnight. They'll resurface. They'll whisper reminders of who you used to be. They'll try to keep you vibrating at the old frequency. This is the core challenge for the awakened manifester, the one who knows they have power but still feels the weight of their past pulling them down. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. How to stand firm in your newly awakened power while dismantling the energetic tethers that keep dragging you back. Because right when you begin to operate from pure consciousness, a strange but predictable force arises, the return of the old field. This isn't sabotage. It's not failure. It's simply the momentum of accumulated energy, sometimes from years, sometimes lifetimes, trying to maintain its shape. It's like a current tugging you back. The same thoughts, the same fears, the same emotional reflexes show up again. Maybe people from the past reappear. Maybe familiar situations resurface. It's not a coincidence. The old energy field has memory, weight, and inertia, and it resists change. This is where many people falter. They think they've slipped backward. They feel ashamed, discouraged, unworthy. But Thoth taught in his most refined teachings, this is part of the process. It's not failure. It's a test, a preparation, a strengthening. Each time you're pulled into an old pattern, but choose, with awareness, to return to your center. You rise. Each time you fall and catch yourself with compassion and clarity, you transmute that fall into wisdom. This is vibrational alchemy. It's not about eliminating all challenges. It's about using each challenge as a launch pad for higher growth. This is what separates the superficial seeker from the truly initiated. And here we arrive at a hidden truth: integrity as a vibrational portal. At this level, integrity isn't about following rules or appearing good. It's about achieving total alignment between your thoughts, your words, and your actions. When these are out of sync, your energy weakens. Your field leaks power. You may be visualizing abundance, but speaking fear. You may be wishing for love, but acting from doubt. These misalignments create cracks in your field, and the universe responds not to your wishes, but to your coherence. The ancients knew true manifestation begins not when you ask, but when you become whole. When your mind, voice, and behavior all resonate with the same truth, you awaken a magnetic force that the universe cannot resist. That's why some people seem to manifest effortlessly. They're not lucky. They're aligned. Their frequency is clean, focused, and resonant. But this is one of the hardest disciplines to live by. It demands relentless honesty, ongoing self-awareness, daily courage. It means facing your inconsistencies, It means correcting your own missteps rather than waiting for the world to change first. And when you do, when you truly live in vibrational coherence, doors that once felt forever locked begin to open, not by chance but by resonance. But we're not done yet. There is a deeper level, a sacred space where the mystics, the alchemists, and the true hermetic initiates walk. And that's what we'll enter next. For centuries, mystics and initiates have worked in silence, tapping into energetic codes to accelerate the process of manifestation. And that's exactly where we're headed next. A deeper layer, where a specific energetic frequency, when consciously infused into your field, begins to harmonize with the fabric of the universe itself. It transforms even the most ordinary actions into catalysts for accelerated creation. As you move through the layers of alignment and vibrational integrity, you eventually arrive at a point of profound recognition. There exists a simple, powerful tool hidden in plain sight, a vibrational code you can integrate into your daily life. This code is not just a mantra or an affirmation. It is a frequency carrier, a vibrational key that, when activated with full presence, recalibrates your energetic blueprint. We're talking about the principle of infinite love and infinite gratitude. These words are more than just poetic expressions. They carry a potent energetic signature. When spoken with conscious intent, when truly embodied, they tune your field to a resonance of abundance, harmony, and flow. It doesn't matter if you're doing something mundane, sending an email, washing dishes, walking to work. When you silently transmit this frequency through your actions, you shift from automatic living to intentional creation. Picture this. With every step, every movement, you internally project this vibration. Infinite love and infinite gratitude. There's no need to say it aloud. It's enough to carry the frequency in your heart, to let your awareness silently broadcast. I honor this moment. I celebrate being here. I'm thankful for the flow that surrounds me. And something remarkable begins to unfold. The micro cracks in your energetic field, caused by old wounds, fragmented thoughts, emotional noise, begin to heal. Your field stabilizes, strengthens, and unifies. You begin to function as a coherent, magnetic center of manifestation, not for a moment, but as a lifestyle, not as a practice you visit, but as a frequency you become. Over time, this code weaves itself into the very fabric of your being. You start to see obstacles not as blocks, but as encoded blessings. Even life's challenges begin to reveal hidden wisdom. This isn't delusion. It's vibrational transmutation. But now, we move into territory meant only for those who are truly prepared. Because beyond personal manifestation, beyond achieving your goals or dreams, there lies something greater, a vibrational calling, a deeper mission, a summons from the universal intelligence inviting you to become a conscious co-creator of the cosmic design. This is the next layer, the awakening, of the cosmic manifester. When you consistently live in alignment with integrity and energetic precision, a new realization dawns. None of this was ever just about you. The universe has been preparing you not just to manifest for yourself, but to serve something far greater. This is the moment where personal desire evolves into universal participation. Thoth taught this truth clearly in his sacred works. Manifestation training begins with mastering the personal field, but that is just the beginning. Once you've done the inner work, you are invited to step into a higher function, to assist in the co-creation of the cosmic rhythm. You no longer merely ask the universe for outcomes, you begin to collaborate with it. You become a transmitter, a conductor, a living conduit of intelligent frequency. You don't chase, things align with you because you have become coherent with the source. You act not from ego, not from ambition, but from surrender to the greater flow. You become a bridge between the human and the divine, through which the intelligence of the cosmos can act in the physical world. And here's the truth few speak aloud. Once you cross the portal into this state, you cannot unsee. You cannot go back to playing small, blaming the world, or hiding behind excuses. The cosmic manifester accepts full responsibility, not just for personal reality, but for the energetic impact of every thought, word, and choice. It's not an easy path. It requires the death of the old self, the narratives, the fears, the identities that once kept you safe. If something inside you is stirring right now, a subtle knowing vibrating in your chest, then you already understand. You were born for this, not to simply exist, but to serve, to create, to awaken others, to become a lighthouse in the collective field. This calling is ancient. It's not new. It's been quietly waiting inside you for lifetimes, encoded in your soul, now reactivated. And for those who have walked this entire path, through each layer of awakening, each energetic test, each alignment of being, a final piece of the puzzle awaits. A deep, sacred transmission, not delivered through ordinary words, but felt, absorbed, activated. Are you ready to cross the final threshold? Then say it, write it, declare it in the comments. I accept Thoth's call.